So, Lone Rider here, and I wanted to just talk about something. A lot of people are aware that these things have the effect of distracting you when you're behind the wheel, walking, etc. But what I don't think a lot of people are aware of is that the effect isn't just one of distraction. It's one of teaching a learned pattern of behavior. People who are on these phones all the time, they're not just distracting themselves with the phone. They're learning to pay attention to the phone in preference to the reality in front of their own eyes, which means they're not just learning to pay attention to the phone, they're learning to not pay attention to the real world around them. And that level of obliviousness is not going to go away when they put the phone down. They're learning a whole new way of interacting with the world and with the people in it. And, it's gotten to the point where I've seen people who aren't on the cell phone acting as clueless as people who are. And I got to wonder if it's because of this new way of looking at the world that so many people are learning from their cell phones and their smartphones. And that's that learned pattern of behavior like that, which in some people, I was reading something the other day where they pointed out that, children as young as like 10 or 11 are getting cell phones, iPhones. These people are learning a pattern of behavior that's not going to go away when they put the phone down. They're not learning to engage with the world. They're not learning to be aware of their surroundings. And it's gotten to the point where it's not just people driving or crossing the street. I've even had occasions where I've been walking down the aisle of the supermarket and I've had to dodge people on foot because I'm walking at a normal pace and there are people just, I don't know. It's like they're on a cell phone, but they're not. In some cases, they're looking right at me, but their eyes might as well be closed. And, we as a society need to seriously consider, what are the long-term behavioral effects of this? Do we want to live in a society where people are so clueless? How much obliviousness are we willing to tolerate? I don't know about you. I'm not willing to dumb down my existence to the level of the zombies. I'm not willing to live a subhuman existence in order to avoid causing friction with the people who choose to live a subhuman existence. If you don't want to be aware of your surroundings and pay attention, that's your choice, but then accept that you're going to be a menace and an obstacle, and there's going to be potentially confrontations or accidents, and it's all going to be your fault. You really, if you're going out in public, you have to keep both eyes open and you have to pay attention to what you're doing. And if you can't do that, go sit in the corner and be oblivious all you want. But when you're on the road, when you're doing whatever, hell, even like I said, just walking down the aisle in a supermarket. And how much are the rest of us willing to accommodate this? And how much are we going to say, look, I'm not dumbing down my life to accommodate your dumbed down life, right? I'm not going to dumb down my awareness and my engagement with the world so that I fit in with a bunch of zombies. And it all comes back to the fact that these things are teaching people a pattern of behavior and a way of engaging with the world around them that does not stop when they put the phone down. That becomes ingrained into who they are and how they act. And like I said, in some people, it's starting as young as, 10 or 11 years old. Where the hell are we going to be in, 10, 20 years? Right? I don't know. But if we don't want to end up in a zombie land, we're going to have to start asking ourselves some hard questions about, where we're going in society and how much of this crap we're willing to tolerate. Because like I said, it's not just that somebody's distracted by the phone. It's that they're learning a pattern of behavior that's ill-suited to existing in the world around them. And that pattern of behavior doesn't stop when they put the phone down. Lone Rider out.